Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Happy Thanksgiving to all the TBM family out there. Hope everyone's doing well. Don't burn the turkey. Let's get down into the picks. I did a video yesterday, but I want to talk to you guys about what's going on in Thanksgiving. We have 3 games in the NFL. That's where we're going to look into the first game, okay, within the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. All right, if you guys are new to the channel, awesome. Love some new faces. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Also, let me know what you guys will be betting for this contest. All right. But that's where we're going to get into the first game. It's plain, cut and dry, simple, right? Detroit is one of those teams right now we don't want to bet against. They are clearly, in my opinion, one of the class teams in the NFL, especially in the NFC. When we talk about what Jared Goff's able to do, this is a game that I see points, okay? Full disclosure, in all 3 of these contests today, I see points in all 3 of them. We're going to talk about that in each game, but more so for this Lions spot. This is where we're going to look into staying away from Jared Goff, right? I'm on Ross St. Brown. No touchdown last week, but that streak has ended. Looking to get back on that horse. I do see an angle where he does find the end zone. I think that we do get the trifecta today. Gibbs, Montgomery, and St. Brown all find pay dirt. Also, Jameson Williams, he has that flash, right? I do like his stats going over. I think this is going to be a high-scoring affair. Favorites that have been 10 points or more on Thanksgiving, they have covered at an extreme rate. So a lot of people out there are using that Commanders kind of effect within the Cowboys last week, and they are not going to be taking, or I should say laying, the double digits. That number has dropped to 9.5. I think you're seeing that in the market. I'm not scared to take the Lions here, okay? I love them. If they get down to 9, one of my favorite legs within a teaser. For me and my money, guys, my best bets for the Lions game, we're going to go Caleb Williams over his pass yards, okay? Game script supports it. I think that we get the Bears trying to come back. They're playing in Ford Field, so it's a dome atmosphere. We're not going to be windy. We're not going to be in Chicago. It's not going to be chilly. It's going to be all the conditions for and over. Couple that with a short week with Thanksgiving. Let's just let it fly. Caleb goes over 227.5 passing yards, okay? Also in this spot, one of the bets I do like is the over. More so than the side, but 48 for the Bears and the Lions is going to be a play as well, okay? Also, we want to talk about the next game. That's going to be the Cowboys and the Giants, okay? A lot of people are looking in this game like we have nothing really to go for, okay? Cooper Rush, we do get Drew Lock starting for the G-Men. For me, this is going to be the narrative where the Giants are done, okay? They just cut their franchise quarterback, and now we get a gunslinger coming in. I think that the narrative supports it. I think they're going to give the ball and force feed Malik Neighbors. Try to keep him happy in that narrative. One of my favorite bets in this game is over 6.5 receptions. I did a video yesterday, and apologies that there weren't any screens showing my plays, but I do like Malik Neighbors going over 6.5 receptions. That's one of my favorite bets of the day. Also, Tyrone Tracy, I believe his name is. That's where we're going to look into Tracy Jr. going over his rushing yards, okay? Dallas's run defense has been vulnerable. I think the Giants gash him here, so I'm taking Tracy to go over, potentially even having a breakout, maybe the most rushing yards of the day. If you can find that on DraftKings, most rushing yards prop. I do like Tracy kind of at plus money to be a value play, maybe the most rushing yards of the day, okay? So that's kind of where I'm at. No real full breakdown of that. I don't fully like the spread in this spot. I do like I said, all the overs in all 3 of these games. We talk about kind of what's going on as well within the side. I think the Cowboys have it going on a little bit more, okay? I think that that's where the money's going to be at. Cowboys, Lions, Packers, those are teams that you don't bet against on Thanksgiving, okay? That has been kind of the narrative, at least since I've been alive, right? So we talk about this. It's something where we look into the spread. It's not an official play for me, but I do lean Cowboys minus the 3.5. Favorites have been extremely well paying on Thanksgiving as well. But for me, that's not really a play, just a lean. Also to the over in the Cowboys-Giants game, okay? Another thing that I want to talk about is I do a Thanksgiving teaser. I'll tell you guys that at the end of the video. It's going to be pretty much cut and dry, simple. We'll talk about that before I get off this video. But let's talk about that last game within the Dolphins and the Packers, right? This is an interesting spot because the whole narrative, we've heard it all week. Tua can't play in the cold, okay? The game's being played in Lambeau. I will tell you guys that I'm more concerned with the wind than actually the cold weather. It's a normal football day, okay? It's not going to be something where we're frigid, negative degrees. It's going to be cold, but I think the wind is going to be more of the issue, okay? So in terms of saying, okay, well, it's going to be cold, we're going to have an under, not so fast, right? I see points as well. I think the Green Bay offense is going to be clicking. What they were able to do against San Francisco, having their way, really gives way to that narrative where I do like the Packers quite a bit. So I will be laying it with the Packers. I took -3. That's going to be an official play, one of my best bets by itself. But I do like a lot of props in this game as well. Most notably, Josh Jacobs, okay? He's a workhorse. I think even on a short week, we get over the rush total, over 16.5 rushing attempts for Josh Jacobs. That's one of my favorite bets. Also, we're going to go down that narrative where Josh Jacobs, if he's getting that many carries, you saw how many times he got in the end zone last week against San Francisco. I'm taking Josh Jacobs to find pay dirt, and I don't really care what the juice is. As long as it's not up to $2, right? I think I bet it -167. I'm taking Josh Jacobs anytime touchdown scorer. If you want to see more about touchdown scores, go check out Joey D's video where he does talk about NFL touchdown anytime scores. But for me, guys, I love me some Josh Jacobs finding the end zone. Pretty much my favorite bet of the day. I'm probably going to put a substantial amount on him getting in the end zone, just laying the juice. I don't care, quite frankly. I think that's a surefire winner as long as, the Packers are running the football, which I think they will, okay? And quite frankly, the Dolphins, the pads are going to be popping. It's going to be cold, and I think that that's one of the running backs in the NFL that you don't want to tackle when it's cold, okay? But also, just a straight fade on Tua, more so because of the wind and the cold. If you watch Mike McDaniel's interview, he talked about the cold weather, talked about Tua's history, the past, within the trends, within him playing in cold temperatures. The numbers speak for themselves, okay? I know a lot of those games were against better teams. The offensive numbers go down, but I still like Tua to kind of find his way, easy targets. So that's why I'm going to be taking Jonnu Smith over 3.5 receptions. That's going to be one of my favorite plays of the day as well. Tight ends, I like taking receptions more than yards, more times than not. So I will be taking Jonnu Smith over 3.5 receptions as my last play in the later game within Green Bay and the Miami Dolphins, okay? Staying away from the Miami running backs. I think they're going to try to run the ball, establish a run so that Tua has the pressure off of them. But this is something where I just think that Green Bay is the better team. As long as Jordan Love does not turn over the football at an insane amount, he's going to have probably an interception. As long as he just doesn't hand the ball over too many times, the Packers get away with a win, and that's one of my favorite bets of the evening, okay? So that's about it from the prop market, the sides, and the totals. Like I said, guys, I do a Thanksgiving teaser. That's where we're going to go into the narrative for Thanksgiving. I'm going to be playing all 3 favorites. We're teasing across the 0. We're going to get some field goal cushions, and we're going to tease down the totals and take the over. So I'm going to go over in all 3 games. Make sure you stay with the key numbers. If it's going to be a 6-leg teaser, you have some window and room for opportunity where you can take that at plus money. So if it needs to be a 6.5 point teaser, do it. Don't take half points. Make sure you get on those whole numbers and make sure that they are the key numbers and go over all 3 favorites and the overs for the Thursday NFL football games, okay? Appreciate you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. For those of you that did stick around, yes, it's early, but we are going to have Miller time. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy it. Don't eat too much turkey because we got football all weekend. My best for the college football slate will be out today as well. Action-packed Saturday. Also, we have Chiefs and Raiders on Friday. Black Friday NFL football. Love it. We'll have a video breaking down that game a little bit later on in the day. But if you guys haven't done so, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the holiday. Happy Thanksgiving. And we'll see you guys all in the next video. Good luck on your picks. Cheers.